So ladies and gentlemen, we have a fresh news for you. A group of terrorists today actually attacked Watao's unit. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they've never heard anything about this unit before. That was why they even dared to try to attack this man's unit. Ladies and gentlemen, they attacked with an FPV drone. The FPV drone was knocked down. After these drones were knocked down, reconnaissance unit gave information of the specific location of this hostile element to the team of Watao. Ladies and gentlemen, the souvenirs are out here. Ladies and gentlemen, 72 virgins waiting for some brothers as the Valkyries sally them all. To be honest, I personally feel like these boys they've never heard that name before, or maybe they never really knew that was the unit that they came across. Coming across that unit is like coming across your own judgment, honestly speaking. Burkina Faso should be proud to have brave soldiers like that. Like, can you imagine? It was an ambush, but the result was devastating. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? In my own opinion, for each and every of these terrorists that has been neutralized, Burkina Faso is actually helping Africa the more. We actually saw some image about 7 days ago where another unit was attacked with 7 different FPV drones and they were all knocked out. I think this drone thing that those guys are trying to use in Africa, maybe Zelensky will have to train you people better, because from all the information I've heard so far, this old drone thing that you guys are doing with all the training, all the exhibitions that you all went for in, the Arte TV, the whole travels you went for in France to go and talk about your journey so far, how the FPV drones have helped. They actually had a documentary about these things, and Ukraine, to me, when it comes to the drone warfare, I think Ukraine should be the second most advanced military in the use of drone in the world right now. But still, with all these things, the Burkina Armed Forces have been able to prove to these guys that, look, whatever training you have, you are not going to be able to dictate the tempo around here. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this result on the line of contact? Burkina Faso has once again shown on the line of contact that there is no hiding place for terrorism in their country. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Western propaganda media continue to talk negative about how Burkina Faso handles terrorism, and they continue to say it's the global epicenter of terrorism. Yet they keep sending their envoy saying they want to help the AES states to combat terrorism. Should we not be careful and look at these people with some level of critical? Because I just look at it, it's like this is a game, right? They put in their tool of neocolonialism. They see that maybe according to their game plan, this is the objective. France leaves, Burkina Faso falls. France leaves, Mali won't stand. But now, they've now seen that it's like the game plan is not working. That's why we have different diplomats coming in and saying, yeah, we can help you combat terrorism, Al-Qaeda, this and that. I don't know if there's Al-Qaeda in the AES at all. I've never heard about that. But they keep mentioning all those names. They are so specific. They know the names. Ladies and gentlemen, could it be that they were the ones that planted these boys in the yard and they're trying to take out what they planted by themselves? No, don't worry, we'll take them out for you. We'll save you that stress, we'll save you that energy. We'll take them all out. There's no negotiation, no concession. I equally think that both France and the Western, influencers, they no longer have any intelligence, unit or cohort in the AES state. I equally think, there is a lot of scrutiny as regards how the NGOs carry out their duties. More eyes are on them than ever. So I think, these external forces, external influencers, They have limited intelligence on what is going on within the AS state. They are confused. And the only thing you see them saying right now, recently, if you check, they've been saying, oh, there's much terrorism, there is much terrorism, there is much terrorism. Whatever they say seem to be completely opposite to the situation on the ground. You know what I think? The only intelligence agents that they have in the AS state that are left are just this group of terrorist banderites. And to be honest with you, I see this influencers getting completely blacked out. Now we have a situation in Burkina Faso where Burkina Faso actually made a declaration that they are going to commission this project, and ladies and gentlemen, they actually achieved, you know, what they actually proposed to accomplish. Now we are seeing a new, you know, proposal again, that's this particular place will be the tourism site. There's going to be a sort of tourist attraction. Now they're making another proposal for the Burkinabe International Airport. They've made this proposal. It all looks very, very beautiful. They've started it. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing I know about Burkina Faso, they don't start what they cannot finish. What do you think by the time they finish this project, it would be exactly like what we have in this picture? Well, drop your opinion in the comment section below. It's your boy 7200 signing out, enough said. But before I go,